Hello, welcome back to the Celtic Way, a very special edition of the Celtic Way. I'm Tony Haggerty, and I'm honoured, privileged, and delighted to be joined by this man here who needs no introduction, but I'm going to give him an introduction anyway to all you Celtic fans out there. You know who this is. The man made 251 appearances for Celtic. He scored 21 goals. He won 16 major domestic honours. 8 titles, 4 Scottish Cups, 4 Scottish League Cups. He was in the invincible team, the team that beat Barcelona. He had 94 caps for Sweden and scored 6 goals, and he even wore a policeman's hat. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up, Mikael PC Lustig. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm brilliant. Thank you for having me. Did you say 251 apps for Celtic?
I believe
That's
so.
cool. I think
No, you go on.
274. Yeah,
274.
274. I want that. Yeah.
All right, okay, you can have that.
Yeah, I'll take that.
That's me too. I stand corrected, ladies and gentlemen. 274, doing you out of 23 appearances there, Mikael. That's remiss of me, isn't it? Okay, well, you can have that. That's 1-0 to you. You're looking well, fella. I know you've obviously stopped playing, but we'll start with actually what you're doing now. You're playing a lot of golf, and I just noticed that you started your own YouTube golf channel. So tell us about that and tell us how that all came about.
Yeah, that's correct. No, I think I started playing golf when I moved back to Sweden. So I just been playing golf for like 4 years or something. And yeah, straight away when I start playing, I just love the game of golf. Been looking a lot of golf on YouTube. So I think it was 2 years ago I started feeling like maybe when I quit playing football, I might gonna start to have my own YouTube channel. And so it took me 2 years to finally start that. So here I am. So but it's been a lot of fun to do that.
But you play golf with celebrities, is that right? And you're actually a decent golfer. You're a 9 handicapper, is that right? Have I got that wrong? Or you'll tell me if I've got it wrong or not.
8.8. So I want that as well. Under 9,
8.8. So you want that too? Okay.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're gonna play 7 episodes this year, and like you said, I'm traveling around Sweden to face famous people in 2v2 scramble. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of laugh, and some decent golf.
Charlie McGrew's done the same over here. I don't know if you were aware of that. He started to do something similar. Have you spoke to him about it at all?
Absolutely. I actually was in his channel as well. So it's on YouTube as well. So if you want to have a look when I play with Charles McGrew, I think it's up on his channel as well.
Yeah, you can tell us at the end how we'll find you on that. But I mean, you're also doing a bit of coaching as well. Is that right? With the Youth Academy in Vasteras and the Super 8, is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's correct. I've been there for like 2.5 years, but I'm not. I'm probably just there for 1-2 days a week in the academy. So it's a lot of fun. Then we'll see what happened. I've been helping the club as well with some other questions. So we'll see what happened next year. Hopefully they got promoted this year. I think it's 6 games left, and they're sitting third right in the moment. So hopefully they get promoted next year.
Mikael Lustig, the coach, can I ever see that happening? The head coach of somewhere, or is that something you maybe stay in the background now?
No, I'm probably in the background. I think to become a manager, you need that the desire. It's a lot of hours that you need to spend, and at the moment, I'm quite happy with my life. I have a lot of time with my kids as well. They play in football, so they have a lot of games during the weekends. And to be honest, I'd rather watch them play than be a manager.
You've always seemed happy in your life, Mikael. I have to say that. It's. I mean, you're still young. You're 38. I couldn't believe that when I saw that. You just seem to be at Celtic for a long, long time. But you get a lot of joy out of that, yeah. Watching your kids playing your golf and doing the academy stuff, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. It's bring me a lot of joy, a lot of energy. So At the moment, life is really good.
I was going to say, I mean, moving on to Celtic, I said at the top of the programme that, you won 16 major domestic honours. Your debut against Aberdeen was maybe not the best, if you can recall it.
No.
But, I mean, that's some achievement, Mikael. When you see your first game and then everything that happened after that, you must be mighty proud of what you achieved at Celtic.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm so grateful that I could be there for so many years, playing with so many good players, so many good managers. So it's a really nice feeling when you quit playing football and you can look back over these 8 seasons when I was there, and every time I think about Celtic, it's just put a smile on my face.
You won the title every season you were there. I mean, not many players can say that in their Celtic career, Mikael. That's a wonderful achievement.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you played under three different managers. Played under Neil Lennon, Ronnie Dyla, and Brendan Rodgers. Can you give us an insight on what it was like to play under all three and how different they were? Because they're all very vastly different, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely, very very different. And to be honest, I like them all three. Of course, it's special to with Neil Lennon, who actually brought me to the club, and he was the manager when I played my last game as well. So obviously, I have a lot of things to thank him about. But really good manager, really good in the dressing room, really good with man management. So brilliant coach, brilliant human being as well. And Ronnie Dela, I think he came in when in a really quite difficult time as well, when Celtic maybe didn't go for the top players. It felt like the squad weaker for every year. Obviously, because we knew we're gonna win the league anyway. It doesn't matter which
Yeah.
play we're gonna bring in. So, but it's quite hard to. I mean, Ronnie came from Norway straight to Celtic. It's his first team abroad. So I think he learned a lot of from that period, and after that he actually done really well in over in America as well. So a really good coach as well. And then obviously Brendan Rodgers, probably the best coach I ever worked under. Just top professional, and really happy to playing under him.
When Brendan Rodgers left the first time, you were quite vociferous about him leaving. You were a bit annoyed at that, weren't you? How do you feel about him being back now? Are you happy about that he's maybe came back and had the chance to, give that legacy that you obviously wanted to do the first time?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I always want the best for Celtic, and if Brendan would come back, I'm the first one to take. Yeah, of course, because he's a brilliant manager. He's gonna bring us success for hopefully many years. But yeah, of course, I mean, I'm a really emotional man. So of course, when he left during that period, yeah, I was angry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you probably look back at it now and you've mellowed a bit more. But I mean, you spoke the way a lot of Celtic supporters felt at that time, Mikael. I don't think that's out of order saying that. You felt very emotional, as you said, and you let that feeling be known.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I know it's a part of football that players leave and managers leave, and obviously I knew how much Celtic meant to Brendan, and for me it was a proper shock when he left in
Yeah.
February. So yeah, I wasn't ready for that at all. So yeah.
And that reflected of what
Yeah.
you said. So, now, when I think of Mikael Lustig, I think of the Rabona at McDermott Park. I think of your two goals against Hibs at Hampden in the semi-final. I think of your celebration at Ibrox with the strip over the head. And I also think of, I mentioned it at the start of the programme, the policeman's hat. You're smiling Is that the memories that you have? And I mean, it would be remiss of me not to ask you about the policeman's hat and stuff like that, because as a teammate, I think you would have been a lot of fun.
This is probably a question you should ask my teammates, but now, but to be fair, I love to play football. I love to be involved in a team who try to succeed things together. And during my whole career, I can't look back to 1 year that I felt like right now I'm in a bad moment or in a bad squad. I been really enjoying myself to be involved in to be part of something good, so yeah, that's probably why I do some crazy things sometimes.
The policeman's hat, was that just spur of the moment? Did you just sense an opportunity and you just grabbed it and everything that happened kind of exploded from there?
Yeah. No, I didn't think of it before the game, but
Right, okay.
I think, I mean, obviously that game it's something special, right?
Well,
And I just think when I think that's the 3-0 just before halftime or something, and you've been thinking of that game for so many days, and you feel the tension, and when James scored the 3-0, it feels like the game is over and just everything just went out.
yeah.
And yeah, so when I celebrated, it was just a cop standing there, so I was like, why not, you just take it.
And do you look back fondly on the goal at Ibrox, the one that made it 5-1? That was a special goal and a special moment. And also the Rabona at St Johnstone, because that was brilliant. That was a brilliant team goal, and it was kind of the culmination of that. Moussa Dembele scores that. But these are great moments that you can look back on and smile and reflect and say, yeah, that's part of my career, which can never be erased.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously to score a goal against Rangers, even if it was the 5-1 goal, so it wasn't important, but for me it was a really special goal. I mean, to be 4-1 up and you see all their supporters leaving the stadium, and then you be able to score the 5-1, and our supporters are just bouncing in the background.
Yeah.
It's that's absolutely it's a moment that still stuck with me.
And also, I mean, I've picked out a few highlights there, but there are other highlights. I mean, playing in that invincible team, beating Barcelona, and being part of the treble, they must be up there as well. I mean, I don't think you had a bad moment at Celtic in your 8 years there, did you? Let's be honest.
Well, individually, absolutely, I have a couple of like bad month, absolutely, but as a team, for me, Celtic meant so much. So I mean, so long the team did well, I still felt part of it, But no, of course, it's a lot of great memories. But the Barcelona game is just a strange one, really, because it wasn't that we felt like we're playing really good football here. It's just one of them who it's like, how the could we win that game? You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a lot of moments.
But you talk about things maybe aligning, and Celtic were 125 years old that night. There was that wonderful
Yeah,
tifo, and I think various people had said, they had premonitions that Celtic were going to do it, and it was
yeah,
everything wonderful about Celtic that came to fruition that night. You've just said there, and every Celtic supporter, to a man, woman, and child, and obviously player, will say, "How did Celtic manage that?" But they did, and that's
yeah.
that's that's intrinsically what the club's about, isn't it? Throughout history.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and special those games are against the really big teams like Barcelona. It doesn't matter if you give the ball away, because they are probably like clapping or screaming anyway. They are just happy if we get a throw in or something like that. So it's not like you have that kind of pressure that you have most of the times when you play in Celtic Park, but you're just going out there, that you face probably one of the best team that ever played football. So really, you have nothing to lose. So yeah, it was really special because 2 weeks before that, we actually was really close to grab a point in
Yeah,
Camp Nou. So yeah, it was some crazy weeks.
and that the invincible season as well, Mikael, that'll never be done again. There will be no football team will go through a whole season, win 3 domestic trophies without losing a football match. I mean, I can only imagine that team as a band of brothers because you're bonded by that experience. It's an incredible achievement, and I think.
Yeah, I really hope so. That of course, some of the players are still active and still in their careers. But obviously, in a couple of years, we're probably gonna look back that that record is still there, and it's like you said, to go through a whole season in the both cups and in the domestic league to not like just have one off day. It's that's crazy.
And can I ask you, whenever there was clips of you on Celtic TV or whatever, you were having the time of your life. You were living your best life at Celtic, but there was one person in particular that you bonded with, and that was Scott Brown. You two must have been a pair of nightmares in that dressing room. Surely you were jokers extraordinaire or jokers wild.
Uh, I don't know. We were a proper like large group. I mean, I always said that players like James Kieran, Callum McGregor, local lads who's been there, Charlie McGrew, they do so much for the core. Obviously, I mean Scott Brown is the best captain I ever played with, probably one of the best players as well. So he was really good as well to be a joker and having banter, but he knew when it was time to be like proper serious. So yeah, he was really good to have that switch, and yeah, he was amazing.
Do you think that gets overlooked, Michael, that Scott Brown's footballing ability?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
you've
of
just
course.
said there he was one of the best players that you've played with,
Yeah,
or best captain you played with. But I
yeah,
agree. I think he's a fantastic
yeah,
footballer.
absolutely. But I think because every time he get interviewed, he always talk himself down. You know what I mean? So that's probably why people think is okay. He might be in shit at football, but I think all of the players that would play with him and see him during the weeks as well, that he never hides. He wants the ball all the time. So yeah, proper good football.
What kind of things did you get up to? What did you do to the other guys? Was it just pranks and all that, or was it just practical
No,
jokes? Or
no pranks. I didn't do much. Well, I did it once with James. I put a shrimp in his teacup, but that's probably a one-off. No, I'm not sure. I'm just going there and just love to be around the people and having banter, laughing. That's what life is all about.
it struck me that dressing room had a lot of banter and a lot of laughs, though. That it was a cool dressing room to be in. You switched on the serious, or you flicked on the serious switch when you needed to, but when you had
Yeah,
fun, you had fun.
absolutely like that. I think we have a really good balance because everyone knew that we are here for something, and if you play in a club like Celtic, if you get your eyes off the ball, it goes really quick. So of course we laughed a lot, but it was proper serious as well. So we were really dedicated to play for that club.
You were a cult figure at the club, to be honest. But and you had 2 songs. You had the Atomic Kitten song, I think, that the fans adopted for you, and an ABBA song as well. Can you listen to those songs again without inserting your own name?
The Atomic Kitten one, yeah, no, I felt that is my song now. So I was really yeah, but I remember when England did the Southgate, because he got the same song, and
Yeah.
everyone think that that Celtic supporters stole his song, but they sang it first. We did it in 2017. They did it in 2018. So that's my song. Sorry, Gareth.
But as I say, again, it's another fond memory, isn't it? And it kind of encapsulates the fun time around then, wasn't it? That Celtic supporters would sing an Atomic Kitten song in the stands.
Absolutely. I mean, I had no clue that was coming. So I think it was Ross County away or something.
Yeah.
And then I think we're probably one like 2 or 3, 3-0 up or something. And then you always heard something. And then what song is this? I never heard this song before. So yeah, it was a really really fun moment.
Have you passed that on to your kids now? Yeah.
No, they probably don't know that they are singing that song. So no.
Can I ask you, do you keep up with current Celtic affairs? Do you know what's happening with the current team and Brendan Rodgers and obviously they've crashed out the Champions League and stuff like that, but and
Yeah,
they lost the top spot to Hearts on Saturday. But you still a big Celtic supporter?
absolutely. Watch probably every game. Maybe don't talk with the players about Celtic that much, but obviously talking with some physio still and Jamesy and yeah, Callum sometime as well. But it's more about life, maybe not so much
Yeah,
about like Celtic.
sure. I mean, what do you think of Alistair Johnson, who's obviously playing in your position? Do you like the look of him?
Nah, nah, of course. No, proper good. He's really good. I think he got everything. I mean, he's strong. He's quick. He can defend. He can score goals as well. I mean, it's really good player, and hopefully he's gonna stay there for more years than I did.
And he's injured just now, and I don't know if you've caught much of him, but Colby Donovan's come in, a young player, really hit the ground running and did really well.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in that dressing room, Mikael, what kind of advice would you be giving to a young guy like Colby Donovan?
I think I would probably say talk with Kieran Tierney about that because he
Yeah,
done that he done it already, and when KT made his first trainings, he just being himself, just proper tackle people around. Doesn't matter if it was Scott Brown or anyone else. I mean, he was just relentless. So that was probably my best advice. Just talk to Kieran and ask him how he felt. But I heard a lot of good things about this kid as well, and I can see myself a little bit in him as well.
yeah.
Like quite the big boy. So yeah, hopefully we can have see him in many games this season.
If he enjoys half the success that you did, he'll be doing all right, Mikael,
Yeah,
won't he?
yeah. Then we'll be really happy.
I know, I mentioned earlier about crashing out the Champions League. They're now in the Europa League.
Yeah.
There's a feeling that Celtic can do well in this competition, Mikael, and go on a run deep into the latter stages. Do you feel that from watching them, and do you see that and look around the competition in the Europa League and think, well, Celtic are as good as anybody that's in that?
Yeah, absolutely. I would think that. I mean, Celtic Park is Celtic Park in Europe. I mean, we can beat any team there, and I would probably say that the feeling is that it's easier to doing well now in Europe than it was before. It's more teams who's playing. It's a different kind of system. So I mean, of course, I wanted to see Celtic in the Champions League. They shouldn't
Yeah.
have got beat to that Kazakhstan team, but that's life now. So you just try to make the most of it. And I mean, if you can go on a really good run in the Euro League, so yeah, it's gonna be brilliant.
You said that your 8 years at Celtic Park was a highlight. What did, if you could sum up playing for the club and what it meant to you, what would you say?
Oh, it's probably a lot of things, but of course, the first couple of months or year you're there, you can't really understand how massive this club is and how much this club mean to the people. But when you've been there for a lot of years, you actually it doesn't matter where in the world you go, you're always gonna see some Irish pub or Celtic badges or people are like yeah, going with a Celtic top on. So it's a really massive club, and for us as a family as well, the people who could help you with anything, they are probably nice people in Glasgow, and especially the Celtic people. So it's so much love there.
Do you still get recognised wherever you go, Mikael, by Celtic supporters coming up to you and speaking to you and saying all sorts of wonderful things.
Well, yeah, obviously when you're in Glasgow, it's you can do that, but start to get a little bit more gray hair here, so probably soon they can't recognize me.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, I love it. They call me George Clooney over here, so I'll take that.
Take that every day of the week, wouldn't you? So where can we find you, Mikael, on YouTube with the golf channel? What does it have a specific name, or do we just type in your
Yeah,
name when you go?
absolutely. It's called Lustig, as my surname, Lustig Golfar, Lustig Golf and AR Golfar.
Okay.
So have a look, subscribe. You're probably don't gonna understand a word that we're saying, but it's gonna be probably a good laugh anyway, because it's some really bad shots in there.
I'm sure we can get a version that will have subtitles and stuff like that. But I mean, is that what you're doing now? Obviously, you're doing that in the coaching, so that's what you're up to now, yeah.
Yeah, we're probably gonna film some more episodes, but soon here in Sweden the snow is coming, so we probably just got a couple more weeks. So
Okay.
start to panic a little bit.
And I saw Johan Mjalby had penned a book and he released it last week. Any thoughts on doing that yourself, or is it too early yet?
No, it's not too early, but I don't see myself that special. I don't have any decent story, to be honest. So no, I mean I'm gonna actually play with Johan in a couple of weeks. So
I'll play golf.
Yeah. So
all right, will that be on the channel? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, excellent. Oh, brilliant. So self-supporters can tune into that. Listen,
Yeah.
It's been an absolute pleasure, a joy, and an honour to speak to you. And thank you so much. I really appreciate you giving up your time to come on the Celtic Way and speak to us. I wish you nothing but the best, you and your family, nothing but the best for the future. I hope we can do it again at some point. But
absolutely.
For the time being, everybody, Mikael Lustig, thank you so much for coming on the Celtic Way and sharing your thoughts.
No worries. Thanks for having me.